So you and I are walking through the forest at night. It's cold, it's dark, and we're afraid. Now as we're walking, we hear this voice, and the voice tells us to walk over to the pond and pick up whatever is in the water. So cold and afraid, we do what the voice tells us to. We walk over to the pond, we reach inside and grab a bunch of pebbles. We put the pebbles into our pockets and we continue on to our destination. That's when the voice says, hey, look, when you make it to where you're going to make it to and the sun rises, you're going to be really, really happy and you're going to be sad. So we kept walking and we eventually made it to our destination. The sun rose and it was a beautiful morning. And that's when we said, hey, let's take a look at the pebbles that we got from the pond the night before. We reach into our pockets and to our surprise, it's a bunch of diamonds. We were so excited. We're screaming, we're jumping. And that's when we remembered. The voice told us we were going to be really, really happy. And also really, really sad. And we did get really sad because we realized if we had known back then that we were digging for diamonds, we would have got a lot more. Duh. Well. So a lot of you guys need to know that March 2021, this is your diamond digging time. A lot of y'all have no clue because you may be in the dark about the unknown, about what's coming up. But this month specifically, you are digging for diamonds. You may not know it. You may not know that the song you're writing, you may not know that the book you're finishing up, you may not know that the workout regimen you're doing, you may not know that in a few months, it's going to be diamond. But if I'm telling you right now to grab as much as you can, would you? Because a lot of you guys are this close, but you don't have a clue. You're hearing the voice. You know that it's time. You know that you're supposed to be doing something. You know you're supposed to be digging for something. But little do you know, when you get to where you're going, you have diamonds in your midst. So that's what we're focusing on for March 2021. I hope you guys are excited. I'm so excited. It's just I just feel a breakthrough. I smell a breakthrough. You know what I'm saying? Not for me, for you, for all of us. You know what I'm saying? So I'm really excited about this month. I hope you guys are too. We're going to be jumping into these intuitive insights, predictions, whatever it is you want to call them. We're going to be jumping in. For those of you who are new, welcome. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. And for those of you who are returning, you know how we do this here. There are 5 numbers on the screen. You are going to pick the number that you feel the most drawn to. And you may find golden nuggets in each and everything that I say, but the number that you choose, it may just be the one that's more highlighted for you during this time. We're going to start off here on the U of the tubes. Then we're going over to the Patreon for these purple notes, okay? So pink for YouTube, purple for Patreon. Make sure you guys click the link in the description box to continue on after this, okay? So the numbers are on the screen. Take a deep breath in, blow it out, and choose your number. All right, so for my number 1 people, listen to this. You shook hell. What does that mean? That means you did something. You broke something. You surpassed something. You made it past a certain point to where you even got the devil himself scratching his head. Why? Let's break it down. Okay, so imagine the devil is sitting in his office. He has his feet propped up on his desk. He throwing, fireballs at people, burning in flames. And here come his 2 best demons with their tails between their legs. And he's shocked. He's shook. Because for some of you guys, you have had 2 demons assigned to 3 generations of your family. So your parents may have been affected by this thing. You and a certain part of your life may have been affected by this thing. But what was supposed to happen is your children were supposed to be affected by this thing as well. The devil gave these demons free reign for 3 generations to torture you and your bloodline. But guess what? They didn't know who they was messing with when they got to you. Now, this can be you, as well as this is a connection to your siblings as well. So if it wasn't you, it was one of your siblings. This thing was supposed to affect 3 generations, okay? Now, this is what spiritual warfare was about. For those of you all who've been going through it, I know a lot of people have been feeling it. You've been feeling like you've been battling, you've been losing sleep at night, you feel like even in your sleep you fighting, and you wake up and you're tired. This is what it's been all about. You have been chosen as the generational curse breaker for your family. You're going to take this thing off your parents and you're going to lift it so that it can never touch your children. You, the golden child, you're the one that did it. Okay? Now, you destroyed them and you set straight the rest of the bloodline. Now, for a lot of you guys, these two demons, they're like brother demons or twin demons or cousin demons. I don't know. But they were working together. So it was multiple attacks on you, multiple attacks on your bloodline, multiple attacks on your parents. And then again, multiple, because it's a connection to like your siblings. If you have siblings, if you're only child, then this is maybe just affecting you. But if you have siblings, a lot of you guys, there was a sibling connection to this thing. All right. But somewhere in between you and your brothers and sisters, y'all broke something. So just like with our story, if you knew right now that these things couldn't touch you, your spiritual warfare was coming to an end and you won. If you knew that right now, what changes would you begin to make? If you knew the chains was broken off of you, your children, and everybody coming after you, what would you do now? They can't hold that fear over you no more. They can't taunt you with things of the past anymore. A lot of you guys are free. Maybe you know it, maybe you don't. But when the sun rises, you're going to be really happy, but you also will be really sad if you knew that there was nothing holding you back but you. So as you're moving forward through this month, just know that the spiritual warfare is coming to an end and you won. All right. Now, for those of you who chose number 2, listen up. You are being rewarded with new territory. There is an increase happening. Now, what is this new territory? For you, it could be a new job. For you, it could be more employees. For you, it could be accessing new property, okay? But the reason why this is happening, some of you guys need to know what you did. Well, what did I do? Why am I getting rewarded? What I do? What I did? Well, you were faithful over the small things, and now you're going to be rewarded with a lot, okay? God can trust you. Ain't that, oof, yeah, that should give you the heebie-jeebies right there, right? You know, like if all these people around you looking at you crazy, but the one person who's looking at you like you did something right is God, then who is all these little people? And a lot of you guys are about to feel that power, that strength behind you. Like you got a whole army behind you, but it's God. So you're being promoted, okay, because watch this. A lot of you guys, when you started to receive, when God started to bless you, you didn't turn evil. Some people acquire things in life and it makes them mean. It makes them high and mighty. It makes them feel entitled. They stick their chest out and they start to look down on other people. You didn't do that. So because you didn't do that, it's like you're going to get rewarded with a lot more. Some people just go crazy. They become narcissistic. They become money hungry. They become power hungry. But you didn't do that. So now God can give you so much more because he trusts you and you're not going to change. Now, that's the other part. The other stuff that you already got. See, some of y'all got some stuff where you got people looking at you like, man, if I was her or if I was him, I would be acting like this and I would be doing like that. And that's why God didn't give it to them, because that's not the purpose. You feel me? And a lot of you guys understand the purpose of why you're being blessed. And therefore, you're going to be blessed with a lot more. Now, you stayed humble. You remained faithful. You helped others. And you kept a pure heart, okay? You know how to be like the last shall be first and the first shall be last? This is why. Because a lot of the people who got blessed first, their hearts changed. But it's a whole group of like new millionaires coming in, a whole bunch of new CEOs, a whole bunch of new positions being filled because the heart is what God is looking at. And those who had evil hearts or corroded hearts, they're being pushed out. And you can see this all like over the world, all over the media. All right, now get ready. You are about to be multiplied, okay? So think back our example. We reached in, we realized that the pebbles were actually diamonds, okay? Now imagine we said, and then God said, okay, I know you didn't know what you got, so I throw you another bag of diamonds. So it's multiplied, okay? A lot of you guys are about to be multiplied. Now, this is the part. Remember I was just talking about those who getting stuff taken away and, you know, all of that. So some people are about to see lack. Where others see lack, you're going to see increase. Some people are going to lose property. You're going to acquire property that you never even asked for. Some people are going to lose money. You're going to get money from unexpected sources. Okay, it's about to be a switcheroo, a flip-a-flop. Okay, now you're about to see a whole harvest. All right, you're about to see increase, new land, merchandise, property. These are the key words. Ownership, expansion, and turnover is what I got. I don't know what that means for you specifically. That may be, very specific for somebody, but I got turnover. But I also got the ROI, which is the return on the investment. So a lot of you guys who have put in work, whether it was your time, your energy, your effort, or actual money investments, you're about to see a return in areas that you expect and a lot of areas that you never even expected at all. Okay, so prepare for the increase. Your pure heart has just been rewarded with new territory. All right, so for my people that chose number 3, okay, listen. Someone is anxious. They cannot speak to you, okay? They can't speak to you. They haven't talked to you, and they're nervous and they're anxious because it's kind of like we've reached a point where certain people, like they see you, maybe they check out your social media, but we've reached a point where some people are starting to think, is this forever? Like, will I ever talk to you again? Some of you guys may have dreams about familiar faces. Now, I think in the last video I was talking about this, but it comes in extra, extra strong this time, okay? For those of you who are on the rise, for those of you who feel like you are the chosen one, for those of you who see yourself ascending, other people see you ascending too. Now, connecting with the second post that I gave you guys, there's something about like this time right now where the tides are being flipped. So who you thought was doing well might not actually be doing as good as you thought. There's a yearning for you. Why? Well, they feel something is coming. You know how before the storm comes, there's this calm. It's real calm before the storm. Or I'm seeing like the ocean, like it's just real calm. But then all of a sudden, the water starts to tremble and you know something is coming. This is the anxiety. This is why someone feels anxiety. Now, why are they feeling anxiety? Because they feel like something's coming. What does this have to do with you? Well, someone feels like you yourself are the answer, or you hold some of the answers. A lot of the things that you used to say back in the day to people that went in one ear and out the other, it's ringing so true and so loud to them right now. Okay, so again, this is like not somebody eating their words, but it's more so like somebody really now valuing the things that you used to say, because manifestation is happening. Things are unfolding. And it seems as though you had the answers all along. Okay, now, again, like I was saying, you are the answer, but I meant to say you're the answer to one of the challenges. Somebody is facing something that maybe you've already been through, or they're facing something that they know you can help them through, and they need you, okay? Now, this is the other part. People can smell the abundance oozing off of you, and they truly believe that being back in your presence, just your presence alone, or just knowing that they can contact you or access you, that alone is going to shift somebody out of whatever they're going through, okay? And they're going to find some type of relief. So you are the voice out of darkness for someone, and they believe that even just one more conversation with you can pull them out of something. Now, this is the thing. You're going to have to pray for discernment on if you allow this person or these people back into your life, or if you allow for this one more conversation, okay? Because whatever it is that you have to say or whatever it is that you can contribute, it's literally going to lift someone out of something, okay? So pray, ask God, like, should I have a conversation with this person? Am I supposed to lend my energy? Because a lot of you guys, your energy right now is so potent that literally, like, they can be in your presence or have a phone call with you, and that energy will take them up out of something. So you got to use that energy wisely. Also, the last thing I got for this one is that someone wishes, okay, hear me. Some of y'all be complaining about your positions, or complaining because this didn't happen this day or this didn't work out that way. You have people praying and wishing right now for half of what you got. I don't care if you're divorced. I don't care if you're broke. I don't care if you think, you may look a certain way. It doesn't matter. Whoever this is praying for half of your position. And it may be multiple people, okay? So a lot of you guys, you just show a little bit more appreciation, a little bit more gratitude. You probably already have, but you know how it is. The more gratitude and appreciation you show, the more that the universe is going to shower more things for you to be grateful for, okay? More things for you to appreciate. So stay in this energy, stay in this position, because some of you guys are so much further ahead than those around you, and you're so much further ahead than you think, okay? So let's get to this next one. Pew, 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 pew. Shots fired, shots fired. Yeah, okay. Pay attention in March. Now, in March, for some of you guys, shots will be fired. What does this mean? Somebody's going to take a jab. Somebody's going to say something stupid. Somebody's going to say something that you don't like. All right? Now, this all comes with the territory. People are going to see you rise. People are going to be happy for you. But there is going to be one or two people going to have something slick to say. It comes with the new territory, okay? So we have jealousy, we have entitlement, and we have pure hater energy, okay? So you're going to really start to see this month the difference. This person is jealous. This person is just mad because, their life is going bad. This person feels like you owe them something, and that's why they're acting a fool, okay? Now, what's the point? The point is to become Teflon. That's your key word. For those who chose this, your word is Teflon. Now, when I looked up the word Teflon, it's non-reactive and non-stick, which means you could say something to me. I'm not going to give you my energy. I'm not going to give you a reaction. So non-reactive, but then non-stick, which means even if you throw a shot at me or even if you take a shot at me, it's going to bounce off. It's not going to stick to me. You know how sometimes people could say something and it just stick with you all day long. It stick with you all week long. It's a whole year later. You still can't forget what they said. Okay, not this time. Not only are you not going to get punched in the face, you're not going to even get cussed out, baby. I'm going to stand here and keep it cute, okay? Because I'm Teflon. You feel me? And so a lot of you guys are becoming Teflon. Now, the non-reactive, it observes, but it doesn't change. Okay, this is your attitude. So you observe jealous, entitled, and all this hateration, but you don't react. All right, it doesn't change your attitude. And then the non-stick, it goes quickly or it bounces off of you. Okay, now. Teflon is also some type of chemical coating. So in this situation, it is your spiritual coating. Okay, Teflon is what they put on, like how you cooking, and it makes it non-sticky, so you can flip your eggs or flip your pancakes without it being a mess. Okay, same thing, non-reactive, non-sticky. All right, so this is your spiritual coating moving through. Now, think of a soldier at battle. This is the example God gave me. A soldier is at battle. He's poised. He's in his position. He's ready to fire. Right? But then let's say a rat come running by. What he gonna do? Freak out because the rat came by? No, he gonna stay in his position. He gonna observe. He or she is gonna observe and see, oh, there's a rat in the midst. But the rat is so small as compared to what I got in front of me that I can't even react to the rat right now. Okay? So rat gonna be able to do what he do. He gonna be dancing, doing all kind of twerking, but I'm not gonna shoot him or react to him because I got bigger fish to fry. I got bigger things ahead of me. I got bigger things in my face that I need to make sure that I'm on point for. Therefore, I'm not gonna react to the small thing. And this is what's happening now. Do not react to the small things because you got an even bigger, I don't want to call it a battle, but you're going to take them down and you're going to win anyway. So if it is a battle, you got to pay attention to that. You did. Shots fired. Pew, 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 pew. But then they bounce off. So let's go ahead and let's get to this last one. All right. Now, number 5. During this time, your voice is the way out. Okay, during this time, God is going to give you the tools. He's going to give you the routes. Like I see it like a GPS. The GPS will give you the route, but then you can pull up the directions step by step. Go left, go right, go straight. Okay, you are the GPS in a lot of people's lives. If you've ever felt the need to speak, if you've ever felt the need to get on a platform and share your methods or share your tips, this is your time. If you knew right now that the work you put in will produce diamonds in just a little while, how much work would you put in right now? Okay. Now, those people who come under the sound of your voice, they could be in total darkness. This is the key. When you speak, the light shines. You are being told during this time, this for all my leaders out there, do not walk into the darkness to get the people. Use your voice. Your voice is the light, and let the people in darkness walk towards the light. Come into the light, Caroline. That's what we're doing. So as leaders, as people who have been put into these positions, they're coming to you, okay? So no longer, because I think in the last season, a lot of us were being called into the darkness. Go into the burning building as a firefighter and save the people and drag them out. But the building is getting ready to crumble. And all the firefighters are being called out. So if anybody in that burning building wants to come out, they're going to have to use your voice to get there, okay? Now, your voice is the only light some people have. Again, I tell you, a lot of you guys, if you're watching this video, you are the chosen, you are the generational curse breaker. You are the one who's supposed to bring your family out. You are breaking the chains. You're going to be the first of being a millionaire or being the first of just reaching a certain level in life. But you have to know that along the way, if God gives you the message, you're the only one who has it. And all those other people are going to come through you. So you're being told during this time, again, you have to use your voice. They need to walk towards the light. Now, this is super important for those of you who felt called. Again, I keep feeling this, the time is now, the time is now. That voice, just like in our scenario, is telling you, walk over to that pond and pick up what's in the water. Now, you may not know it was diamonds, but you don't want to get in the future and realize, oh my God, I had diamonds the whole time. For some of you guys, you have the right look, you have the right sound, you have the right voice, you have the right lighting. I don't care what kind of camera you got, I don't care what kind of backlight or backdrop or whatever it is. You have everything that you need right now to get it moving. Because again, for everybody that's coming behind you, you have to walk through first. If you don't walk through, they don't walk through. So that's a really, really important role. I'm going to need for some of y'all to remember that as we're moving forward. This should take away some of you guys' anxiety. Just like in our scenario, when we was walking through, it was dark. We didn't know. All we had was that voice. But when it came down to picking up them pebbles that later turned on to be diamonds, we was real salty. And a lot of you guys, I guess that's why it's just being so stressed for me to tell you guys, you don't want to look up a year from now and realize, man, that was my time. I should have did it then. So this is what it is. Now, with that being said, I don't want to scare anybody. I don't want anybody to get anxious within yourself, and because I know how it can be sometimes when you feel like you have such an assignment and you have so much to do that you can't do nothing at all. So don't take this as a time for you to be anxious, but take this as a time for you to get going. Okay, take this as a time for you to put in that work, for you to go over to that pond, to reach in, to dig in, and just grab as many pebbles as you can. Because just like in our story, you're going to later on find out you had diamonds all along. So that's what I get for us here on YouTube. Thank you guys so much for listening, tuning in. Make sure you guys click the link in the description box. Because if you think that's something, wait until you hear the rest of what I have for you guys, okay? So March 2021 is that time, baby. It's that time. I feel so good. I want y'all to feel the vibes. I want y'all to take some of this good, high vibrational energy, and I want you guys to get to the diamonds, you dig? So go ahead, click the link in the description box, head on over to Patreon. Let's continue this. And if this is where it ends for you, thank you guys so much for tuning in. I appreciate you guys. Make sure you guys hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you guys in the next video.